Get dressed. My best friend finna get y'all ass in them tutus.
I ain't wearing no fucking tutu.
My best friend finna. She finna. Oh, go best friend. That's my best friend. That's my best friend. That's my best friend. That's you better fuck it up. Best friend, won't you? Come on, best friend. Let's go. Won't you throw it in a circle? Yes. Ooh, that's my best friend finna. She finna. That's my go best friend. That's my best friend. That's my best friend. That's my best. That's you better fuck it up. Best friend, won't you? Won't you? Won't you throw it in a circle? Yes. The Betty over there with the Brazilian hair turned up in the club. That's my best friend. The one your man looking at, the one that you can't stand, like Gina and Pam. I'm the right, she the left hand. You looking at my best friend, you know I'm like, what's up? Behind my best friend, you know I'm gonna turn up. So don't give up, cause you a get snuck, cause you already know what it is with us. Best friend, you better work. Let's go. Dip it low. Twerk my back. Got on that mini skirt, twerking it like it's finna hurt. Get up, best friend, I just can't take it. The way that ass
I admit I done made some mistakes, and I have some imperfect ways. I admit I helped so many people, and them same damn people turn fake. I admit it was so hard to focus. I didn't go to whoa, yeah. Yo, let me tell you like this.
Fuck that nigga, 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 the money, fuck that nigga, fuck that nigga, I got you. Fuck that nigga, fuck that nigga, fuck that nigga, fuck that nigga, fuck. It's a fuck boy. My bitch been said it.
Tell a hater I said. Pussy. Tell your bitch I said. Yeah. Yo, let me tell you like this.
Because you know we good for that. Are you on mute? You off of mute? No, you're on mute. So get off of mute. Say hi to the people. I hope they can hear us. Because you know last time we fucked that up. Can y'all hear us?
But what's up right here?
What you mean?
Oh, there's a delay.
Yeah, it's just
a huge delay
over here. Is that how you want to start? With the
hey!
complaints? Can we say hello?
How y'all doing?
First of all, can we address why I still have on my sunglasses?
How long have we been on?
So
2.3 seconds, and she's already
okay
with the shits.
Listen, first of all, in episode 1, when I started off with my glasses, they were to symbolize an issue that I had based on a Facebook post that I had put up that you didn't respond to. Okay,
I thought we were leaving that in 2018.
We did.
Clearly,
we
not.
did.
It's fine though. It's fine.
We did.
If we're lying, if lying is what we're doing here,
we're not lying.
I understand.
No,
because you said you were leaving it.
No.
In 2018.
Okay, so then explain
today
to
is
me,
January 10th, 2019.
Then explain to me
Leave it.
Why you thought that it was okay to get a shirt just for you.
All right. Just so you guys know, I have on a black t-shirt with podcast These Nuts logo on. It's not even like our official logo because we're still working on an official logo. But I told her last week I'm going to order a shirt for myself because if you remember from last week's show, she had a t-shirt that was branded The TV Takeover. So we said we wanted to have like a uniform type thing going on. We're going to get branded t-shirts. That's what we're going to wear each show. Keep it simple. You might be lucky if I put a little foundation on. You know what I'm saying? Like we want to be just authentically ourselves. Sorry, I keep hitting your little thing. I forgot.
First of all, you're not going to talk. What you're not going to do is talking about
her pop filter. And we're not even going to get into that. That's a whole nother thing. Now, I told her I was going to buy a shirt for myself. I did. I bought the shirt. I paid for us shipping. It was supposed to be here, actually be delivered on tomorrow, but shout out to Vistaprint. It came today.
Shout out
just
to
in time
Vistaprint.
For the show. Shout out to the United States Postal Service.
Shout out to USPS.
Because I said, you know what, when I picked up my baby from tutoring, I said, let me check the mail. Let me just check the mail before I go inside and get ready for this show.
Mm-hmm.
And sure enough, the shirt was in the mailbox. So thank you to everybody who made that happen. Now, I told her I was going to buy this shirt. She was going to wear TV Takeover. I was going to wear the podcast These Nuts. I was like,
okay, but you didn't tell me you were going to do
anyway. So
you're talking about ironing on a shirt. I know you were going to like get something.
I told her that
extra.
I keep hitting this. I told her I was making a shirt, and I did that. Okay. My shirt came.
Whatever.
She doesn't have the TV Takeover shirt. I didn't know she made a decision not to wear it. She didn't discuss that with me.
Cold.
Or else I wouldn't have been so excited about getting the shirt that I got.
It's cold. South Florida's tripping.
Also, my son, he also caught beef with me too.
Yes. Which means that if
like,
there's consistency in how you
where's my shirt? Feel. What's up, y'all? Hey, Nancy, Marcel, Emos, Dave, Warren, Bug, what up? Hefe Chico, what up? Thanks for joining.
These people on here. Look at all these people. So we didn't tell them when they can catch us, where they can catch us, and
we did not follow. Yeah. So guys, I have a script. Let me.
Oh, here we go.
All right.
Here we go.
Script for the show.
Fucking script, dog.
All right, script for the show is right there in front of us. It's sent a week in advance, already reviewed electronically. Oh my God. We take it out today. We practice, because, we sensitive about our shit. We want to be as great as we can be for y'all because we love what we're doing. Anyway, so, we have a sheet here that says welcome intro. Let people know. The beginning was a little bit abrupt. Sorry for that, y'all. Sorry. I thought music was playing. 2 songs were supposed to play.
They did
both songs played.
Yeah, you were just zoning.
Damn.
No, we were listening to Brandy.
I was writing. I was also writing some
hip hop R&B. Okay, so we are Wendy and Jody, and this is Podcast These Nuts. We are here every Thursday at 8:30. Oh, you said you agreed to 8:30 this time.
I am.
I'm so proud of you.
I'm making a personal sacrifice. We're making a personal sacrifice to keep the 8:30 time. Because if it wasn't 8:30, it would be 9:00. Okay. Yeah. Because I'm busy. Like, I'm a mom. I have 2 boys and a dog. Okay.
Yeah, she does. And
I'm busy.
Yeah.
I walk dogs. I take kids to school. I take kids to tutoring. I do practices. I do.
She does.
I'm busy.
She does.
So, so we wanted to keep the 8:30 time.
We did,
so it's
and
not
I appreciate
too late.
you. I really do. I appreciate you.
So we worked it out. It won't be 9:00, guys.
So every Thursday, 8:30 p.m.
Yes.
And
you can catch us here on Facebook Live. We're going to be on YouTube, SoundCloud. We are on YouTube. We are on SoundCloud.
And recently,
we are our iTunes. Yes. So won't he?
What up, Cynthia? I went to high school with this, Cynthia.
Really?
Yeah.
What about Keisha? You went to high school with Keisha too?
Is that Keisha?
Hey, Keisha.
Who?
I don't know her. I don't know.
Keisha?
Wait, do I? Okay, sorry.
Oh, yeah, I did.
Or is that your
That's
friend?
a twin. Her and her sister are twins. We went to high school together as well.
See? Shout out to the high school friends. Shout out to Loyalty, y'all.
Yo.
Shout out to Loyalty.
What's up, Spankfield High School in 99?
Hey. So, okay, yeah. So we had the little dispute a few minutes ago.
We did.
While I was getting dressed for the show. I actually had on, what is it, Lilo and Stitch?
Yes. I thought
sweater.
That was cute.
It was really
It's cold
cute.
in South Florida.
And it would have, it is quite chilly. It's brick outside, guys.
Brick city. Brick city, bitch.
Cold.
Brick city. Brick city.
Hey,
bitch.
brick city.
Hey,
brick city, bitch. Okay, so it's cold outside, y'all.
Yeah,
so we had the little argument. We got through that.
We do.
She's petty as hell. She may keep the sunglasses on or not. Apparently, the glasses are some kind of symbolism shit she's doing for the show, guys. If you're listening on SoundCloud, if you're listening on iTunes, she has these aviator glasses on. She
Ray-Ban.
is what we call
shout out to Ray-Ban.
#petty. Okay,
whatever.
Get over yourself.
All right.
Get over yourself.
I think you need to make a t-shirt because you've been saying that to me for like 11 years.
That you're petty?
No, I need to get over myself.
You do need to get over yourself. You are a narcissistic bitch.
Well, birds of a feather flock together.
You're right. All right. I'm I'm not even going front on that.
Right.
So yeah, so we wanted to, last show we talked about our New Year's resolution. So we kind of wanted to give you guys a follow-up to that. So the one thing that we both were doing is trying to lose weight, guys.
Yes.
We've been trying to lose the same
year that
30
we did
pounds
yourself
for
in
like
3 years.
it's been a minute, y'all.
Yeah.
So we on diet, like we said, I think 2,790. Yeah.
Mhm.
It's a lot. It's a lot, guys. It's a lot. We're heavy. Okay. And so we're working on losing weight.
Yes.
So
I am doing the Chiral Thin diet. Shout out to Dr. Kiani. She sponsored my weight loss for 2019. And so Chiral Thin is you take these drops, they're not hormonal drops, they're like amino acids that kind of help your body to be able to use your stored fat. And you're on a reduced calorie diet with some other kind of vitamins that kind of help you. But anyway, I am eating a reduced calories,
right?
But I'm expected to lose between 20 to 35 pounds. It's like 43 days.
In 43 days? 42 days.
42 days, approximately.
Okay.
So I'm really excited about it.
How are you doing? So okay.
So the first 2 days I had to binge. I had to eat like a whole lot of food, like 5,000 plus calories. That would have been easy for you because bitch, you greedy as fuck, but not me. So I had to do that first. And after the second day, the 2 days of loading, I then started my strict diet. So today's today day 2 of that.
I would also like to add, she's been very hangry. Okay. I wanted to make that distinction, hungry and angry. She's been yelling at me a lot, guys. You know, she came in today very
bitchy. I'll take
very
it.
much so.
I'll say
you know. But she made her salad. I did see her do that. She said it was nasty, but she made it.
The kale was too harsh.
She was yelling at me, asking for
I wasn't yelling.
Food. I didn't have any more food to give her. I don't have any more food, Jody. I don't have any more. I'm sorry.
I didn't cheat though.
I'm sorry, Jody.
Did I cheat?
No, you haven't.
Okay.
You're good. You are very good with that. Yeah, good job, friend. I'm proud of you. So I'm doing keto, which is the high fat, low carb, and 2 out of 3 meals on my point. All right, look, fuck. It's a lot of cooking. Look, they want me to cook. They want me to bake, bro. It's a lot. I'm busy, okay? I got 2 boys and a dog, and who got time for that? I don't, listen, I need convenience. Convenience is what I need in my life. I pay extra for convenience.
She does.
Do you understand me?
She is.
I really do. So this whole thing about cooking, listen, bro, I can't. Who has time? I don't have time for it. So what I am thinking about doing though, is
let's see, what is this diet number 20? What did you buy?
No.
Check the Amazon
I'm
account.
going to invest in a Black business. Coco's meal delivery. Oh, wow, really? Okay, so Coco's meal prep service. I am not one for meal prepping. I've tried it before, honestly, but it's just like, listen, again, I also don't like cooking. I will cook for my children because they must eat, but I'll cook just enough for them, and I don't have anything to eat.
I witnessed that.
And not just because I don't have it, I can make it, but I just don't care to cook all of that food. I just take care of the essentials and I'm done. I need someone to prepare meals for me because I need my meals to be extra healthy. They're growing boys. They don't necessarily need to cut as far down as I need to. So I need that food to be prepared for me.
Okay.
So that's what I'm going to do next week. You know, I really tried myself. 2 out of 3 meals. Look, shout out to Coco. I'm doing better
with Hello ID. What is it? Hello ID.
And I'm walking. I have a whole puppy. Wendy, my dog. I love him. Peanut.
Calm down.
Listen. You don't know. First of all, guys, I walk every day.
One day.
Every day. Shut up. Anyway. Walking, if I'm sitting down, I use hand weights, I'm cooking, I'm doing squats and shit.
You ordered every single thing possible from the
Dave, you cook too?
Places.
Hold on, Dave. I didn't know you cook. Hey, Tasha.
He said, pay me and I will cook.
First of all, listen, all right, hold on there.
Get his email.
Actually, Dave can cook.
He's cooked before? We've had his food?
Where we worked before. We all worked together.
I know.
Yeah. No, he can cook. Yes, he can.
What?
Official. Okay, so let me address you, Tasha, aka Marcine Young, as in my sister.
Oh,
asking, can't your dad cook? That would be a hell to the no.
hell to the
Okay,
motherfucking
the nigga
dog.
can't cook. That's a hell to the no, because the nigga can't cook.
I said the nigga can't cook.
Because the nigga can't cook.
I said the nigga can't cook.
Because the nigga can't cook.
He can't
So
motherfucking
no.
cook.
He does not cook food for me because he
He
can't cook.
doesn't know how.
Everything he wants to fry and cook down. How do you fry and cook down everything, bro? This nigga will make fucking brown stew chicken and curry chicken, and it tastes the exact same. How, bro? How is that possible? Houseway. Give me the motherfucking answers, because I ain't got them. And I'm looking at what he's doing. He's chopping up the same shit all the time. He got his onions, his scallion. You know what I'm saying? He's serious with the
You
shit.
really think he's about to accomplish something?
But it don't taste like nothing.
It's like a motherfucking thing.
Not a goddamn thing.
Damn.
It's a tragedy, yo. Because the niggas say, I used to cook in, when I was in Jamaica, I cooked and I sell food. Nigga, where? Who's buying that?
Not a motherfucking soul.
Nobody.
Nada.
So I said, look, sir, I got it. I'll cook myself. I'm good. So some days, if I'm really busy, I'll season it for him, because the seasoning is the key
Don't
here.
tell me he fucked that up.
No.
Okay.
So it's so funny, right?
Okay.
He doesn't, when he cooks and he seasons his own, like he just cooks, he doesn't. The kids don't really too much mind. Zaire, he don't care. He'll eat anything. And he even acknowledges that all grandpa's food tastes the same, but whatever. So the other day I had bought some snapper. Look, snapper is expensive. You are not gonna mess up my snapper.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Do it right or don't do
So
it
I
at all.
needed some help cooking because of time constraints. So I seasoned the fish. And told him how to cook it. And then I just told him to brown it, fry it, and put it to the side. And I made the gravy. When the food was done, this nigga, this shit, oh my God, this tastes so good. Did you taste this one? Did you taste? I said, nigga, I seasoned it. I know it's good. I seasoned the fish and I made the gravy.
He got excited because he
got excited. Another time, chicken, same thing. Season up the chicken, made the chicken. Oh, Wendy, did you have some?
Like it was him. Like he wanted to put you on.
You ain't put me on, nigga. I know how I cook. I'm not a cook, okay? But when I cook, okay?
Right.
So, no. To answer your question, Tasha, does your dad know how to cook? That would be a hell to the no. You know that.
Hell to the motherfucking no.
All right,
Tasha.
you know that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why you asked. Anyway,
Okay.
but Debbie, I mean, I'm sure Debbie believes he can, because that's his girl.
Oh,
Yeah.
why you being petty?
Hey, Emerald. Because I am.
Oh.
Hey, Natalie. Because I am.
Hey,
Hashtag petty. I am.
Miss Parker.
So yeah, the diets are going, things are going.
Yeah.
I am gonna invest in cocoa. I'm gonna look into
You're gonna have her prepare your food. I think
getting
it's a
that
good idea.
prepared food. That's gonna work
Yeah.
best for me.
Yeah.
And her food is very affordable.
Yes.
So what I'll be able to purchase for 5 days, I mean, it'll be the same as me going out and going grocery
Yeah.
shopping. And the food is already made, and she delivers.
Yes.
For a small fee.
Yes.
So
it's worth
yeah, I'm
it
gonna get
for that
her.
convenience.
What is Itis?
Hello, Itis.
Hello, Itis.
I'm gonna put the link in there.
Check
a
her
little bit
out
so
on
people can
Instagram.
check her out.
Hello, Itis.
Okay.
Yeah. So shout out to her. So yeah, I'm gonna.
So all in all, our diets are.
I don't know how much I just got a scale today. So
Bitch, how many scales you gonna go through? What do you eat?
something is wrong with the other scale. All of a sudden, it's like eating through batteries. It won't turn. Listen, I'm done with the scale. The other one, it's
Jesus.
what is the Fitbit? It's a Fitbit scale. I don't know what happened to it. It's just
Stop buying complicated shit. You know, just because it looks
for
nice
whatever
on
reason, it
television.
won't work.
Remember,
it's not working anymore.
it's just buy a regular scale.
I did.
When is it coming?
It came today.
Okay.
I didn't have time to unbox and do that whole thing. Plus, it's better for me to weigh myself earlier in the morning.
You're supposed to.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay.
Marcel is reminding us to drop the link
Oh yes.
for
Marcel.
See Marcel,
Look at you looking out for Auntie
thank
Coco.
you.
Yes,
but also for us too, because
Us
this
too.
is what he does.
yes, this is what he
his
does.
thing.
He does. We didn't
So-
plan, or I didn't expect to, and I'm sorry, that was my bad. But yeah, I was gonna go ahead. Let's get some representation from Miss Alawaides. So anyway,
Yeah.
next on the agenda.
So yeah. That's what's up with that.
Right.
We'll keep you guys posted every now and then and
Yeah.
check in on how.
Yeah,
shit's
I'll be
going.
vlogging. I'm gonna probably maybe on Mondays drop a video, let people know how I am week by week.
Okay.
Cause that's a lot of weight to lose
It
in a
is.
short period
It's
of
a
time.
lot. It's
Yeah.
a lot.
Carol then. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah.
All
So
Okay.
guys, it's been a week, y'all. It has been, the last week has been very exciting, like, and sad at the same time, you know, like so many emotions. And I say exciting because of who, like the big celebrity, like what is going on? Not to say that they're not human and they can't get in the shit, but it's just like, really? The Piper? Wow. So we're gonna talk about R. Kelly, y'all.
Of course. we have to.
Surviving R. Kelly aired exactly a week ago.
Mhm.
Last week, Thursday, was a 6-episode docuseries shown over 3 days
Mhm.
on Lifetime. They had survivors, they had activists, you know, they had people from the industry giving their accounts of their time.
Family
with
members too.
R. Kelly, family members.
Yeah.
It really was a lot. And
It was a smorgasbord of tea spilling. That's what that was.
yeah, a lot of tea.
Yeah.
It talked a lot about his obsession with underage girls.
Yeah.
His alleged obsession with these girls, allegedly having sex with underage girls.
Mhm. Okay, so let's talk about the first time that we were actually made aware with receipts of
this
what
is
R.
like,
Kelly.
I think this goes back like what, 20 years, you know, like this goes back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's 2019.
Yeah.
And
And it was 2000, I think, when the little 14-year-old girl, when did the little 14-year-old girl start?
19. His charges started.
Because remember, it was on pause for like 6 years.
Yeah, so it's like the end of like 99, 2000. Things started to really bubble up for him. 2002 to 2004 is when a lot was going on with him. So so if you think about it, at least for us at that time, I mean, we were teenagers.
Yeah. We were the same age as a lot of these girls.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We were the same age of a lot of these girls. So it's like you heard about it, but it was just like so passive and rolled over the years. And of course, you hear different people bring it up. Of his ex-wife has talked about it, but for some reason, and I know it's just like clicking right now for a lot of people, and I also see people on social media saying, "Oh, so all of a sudden y'all care because Lifetime did a special." It's not that, but a lot of us, especially if you think about the demographic of people who are even commenting on these same posts, you know, on these same pages, liking the same thing, a lot of us were teenagers.
Yes.
And so we heard about it, but he was let off, whatever. It's that thing that goes on, and it's kind of feels like it's well known in the industry, because as we'll talk about later, some other artists are like talking about other artists who have had a thing with underage girls.
I think the theme, and we talked about this, the theme, and this is your thing, the theme of our show, based on everything we've seen, we decided was going to be accountability.
Yeah.
And it stems from, like you're saying, not just the kids, not just R. Kelly, but his camp.
Yeah.
And now we're finding out there are a lot of people in the industry, names like Damon Dash, Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, Jay-Z. So
it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So there was a lot. So
where are we starting?
Who's R. Kelly? You know,
who is that nigga?
Okay, so who is that nigga? Born January 8th, 1967. He's 51 years old, guys.
He just turned 51 2 days ago.
An American singer, songwriter, and record producer from Chicago. This is from Wikipedia, y'all. Began performing during the late 1980s. Debuted in 1992 with the group Public Announcement. Okay. In 93, Kelly went solo with the album 12 Play. Y'all remember 12 Play?
Ooh.
All right.
Who doesn't know
So
12 Play?
Undoubtedly, you know, a huge person. You can't even just say in the genre of R&B, like in music.
Yeah.
In music. You know, he's big.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm going through R. Kelly withdrawal right now
Mhm.
because I vowed that, you know what, I wasn't going to fuck with him
Yes.
or any of his music.
Yes.
And I'm sitting there because, you know, we're always singing.
Yeah.
Even if we don't know what the words are, we feel like we do. We're having fun with it.
Exactly.
Right? It makes us feel good.
Music, yeah.
So, and I'm like, wait a minute. This is an R. Kelly song. So real quick, you know, Biggie Smalls, you must be used to me spending. Remember that one?
So when R. Kelly says he's fucking,
All that
I'm fucking tonight.
Riding and dining, cause I'm fucking you tonight.
He means it.
He meant that shit.
He meant that shit.
And I think that's too, it makes me look at a lot of these songs a little bit more because he, based on the show, a lot of what the songs that he wrote were depicting real life things that he was.
Yeah, as a lot of artists say that their music comes from their life. And, you know, R. Kelly, it really felt like he stood by it, especially after listening to the documentary.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
his records, you know, streams have soared because people are curious.
They want to know.
They're curious. You want to go back. And then also in Lifetime kind of helped out when they were talking and making these linkages to his music.
Yes. Yes.
So
people
I can understand why people
they were curious.
Would want to go back. Hey Sue, I can understand why people would want to go back and listen. I get it, but at the same time, you know, I'm on hashtag mute R. Kelly. Mute this nigga. So it was a lot. We learned he had trouble reading and writing.
Yes.
We learned he was molested at a young age.
Yes. Well, not just him, but his
younger brother.
Let me tell you guys, it was molested by his older sister.
Yeah,
and also
that's what's alleged by his,
allegedly.
And listen, for the record, R. Kelly has denied all allegations. The nigga say he ain't do it. He didn't do it, and it wasn't me. Okay,
it wasn't me. I thought I saw you on the counter.
It wasn't me.
I thought you fucking little girl.
It wasn't me.
I heard you like it in the booty.
Oh yes, I do. And that is true.
You better kid it, bitch. You better kid it.
All allegations, though. We don't know.
Yeah,
it's alleged.
So, yeah,
it's alleged. We don't know.
It's alleged.
It's alleged. We don't know. But
yeah, not only his older sister was allegedly molesting not only R. Kelly, but the other brothers as well, and she was straight fucking. I'm like, the guy was on the radio. I know it's Nancy, but he was on the radio and he went into detail like how his sister made it go down. And then of course there's also a young man or a guy or older man in the neighborhood that was molesting R. Kelly as well. So this nigga done been through a lot of shit.
There was a lot.
You know,
one
of the things that I think we had talked about when we jump into this is, and there's some other celebrities have brought this up. How many of y'all remember going to high school and having friend girls or knowing of friend girls that used to date older guys that would come and pick them up in their cars?
That was something that
I think I have a couple
brought up.
Yeah. Who Plies, right?
Plies. Yeah. I can't. I usually don't go more than 4 years. That's me. That's my cap. Because I'm not. I'm personally not with the whole old nigga shit. That's not me. But yes, I do remember. I do recall like that kind of being the shit. Like, oh, you know, my dude is older. He got a car. He can. Oh, we about to go to Lauderhill Mall.
Yeah, you were hot shit if you had an older man. You were hot shit if you had an older man.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. So there was. It's just so much. It's just so much to consider, you know, and which is what makes this whole thing sad because, you know, unfortunately, some of these girls just became victim to just these regular things that we kind of think of as regular
that we
high school
normalize.
People that we can't
that we normalize
because it really wasn't right. It wasn't.
But we normalized it.
Yeah.
If we really, and again, I want to make sure that you guys understand.
And I think
that Wendy and I both do feel that R. Kelly is wrong.
Yep.
We do feel that he is a pedophile. He does have a fucking problem. He's nasty ass.
This nigga was hanging out in front of high schools.
We do believe that. However, what we want to kind of discuss is let's just kind of keep it real.
Like peel this whole thing. Like we about to peel back this onion.
Yeah, peel it back.
We about to peel back this onion. There's so many layers to it. And at the end of it, I mean, without question, R. Kelly is disgusting and he's the one to blame for this. But just talking about just the different sides of it, you know, and like you mentioned, normalizing things like that to the point where it wasn't, we didn't look at it as a huge problem. Like it's
No.
cool. Like it was kind of like the cool thing to do, but it's not
Yes.
right.
It wasn't. It wasn't.
It wasn't right then, and it's not right now.
Right.
You know, and I hope so. One of the survivors, Lisa Van Allen, she was on the Breakfast Club, and one of the questions they asked her was, I believe it was Charlamagne who asked, you know, what do you want to get out of this? If nothing else, what do you want to get out of this? And she just said to spread awareness, to help others, to help other victims. Hey, Moni, to help other victims, and you know, to really do as much as she can to let people know the truth, at least her truth, the way it is, and help women along the way.
You know what? I like her. And there's a couple of things that she said and some actions that she's backed it up with that makes me feel like she's legit.
Yeah.
You know, even when dealing with the whole R. Kelly when she was younger, she actually became pregnant for him.
Yes.
And, you know, you would think that, especially if you're in a situation for money, you get pregnant for a nigga. Oh, that's 18 years of child support.
Yeah.
You're good. You don't got to fuck that
right.
nigga no more.
Like that right now is a career.
Right. That's a career. But she actually said that she knew that she didn't want to have children by him. She saw him do the things he did to other young girls, other young kids.
Right.
And she was afraid that her child might be susceptible to that as well. And that's why she had an abortion.
Yeah.
So I really do believe her. She was for the come up. That would have definitely been an opportunity for her to, you know, to
exactly. So, you know, she had what, you know, she went through what she went through, but there's just like, there's things that have been going on for so long that really and truly has to stop. Like we have to put an end to sexualizing young girls, young boys as well, because as we learned, I mean, look.
He liked it in the booty, the booty, the booty.
Like these girls were saying that he, like multiple interviews all over the place, that he likes it in the butt. Like he had dildos and asked these girls to insert it, and he would kind of do his thing with it, grind some, you know, some girl.
As a matter of fact,
like,
this girl right
grind
here,
his hips.
Geronda Pace, you guys should be able to see her on the screen right now. And she was actually one of the young ladies that said that R. Kelly would make her put on a strap on and
like these girls had to learn these acts,
how to give that dick.
So when he talked about the booty,
he was a lion.
Y'all. Damn.
Yeah.
That's some crazy shit. That is some real crazy shit. Like, wow.
Yeah.
So there was so much that we learned. I mean, you all know R. Kelly songs, Bump and Grind, Your Body Calm, I Believe I Can Fly, Trapped in the Closet. You know, like so many hits on top of hits, collaborations, writing for people, producing for people. So what's the issue? He was fucking down underage girls as if his life depended on it. Allegedly. So it's like, what was going on? So there's been a lot of comparisons made
to him and white men.
Him and other white men, or other men who haven't, like, why take him down? Why not the others? Or why are you focused on him? Look, every one of these motherfuckers need to go. Like every one of these motherfuckers need to be held accountable. Each and every one. Bill Cosby, can he be compared to Bill Cosby? No, there's differences. There are differences in both cases. Both sick motherfuckers. Differences in each case. So can we stop comparing? Let's take this monstrous being for who he is and hold him accountable and not place any distractions on this sicko that's being focused on right now. Maybe we got to go one at a time, y'all. I don't know.
You know what?
I am not a lawyer. I'm not in the court system.
What I would really like to see is I would like to see more conversations about why this happened, or as far as our children, what we could have done differently, you know, because there's definitely a lot of patterns in these girls and why R. Kelly was able to access them so easily.
They call it a cycle of abuse, right? There's just so many. Younger girls are more susceptible to being manipulated, to being abused. past victims. If it was a person who was victimized in the past, they're more likely to be manipulated, to be abused.
Yep.
So these are things that make these, or would have made these women susceptible, at that time to like, like just even the high, he wasn't drugging anybody from what I heard, but
he was the drug.
He was the drug.
He was the drug.
He absolutely was the drug. Like,
and
they
I'm
were
not gonna
high
lie.
off of his presence.
I'm not gonna lie. If back in the day, R. Kelly had put me on the stage,
he might could have got it. I mean, like,
Mike could have got it.
Mike could have got it.
Would have got it.
Okay.
I would have been his bottom bitch today, 15 years later.
Listen, now I say that to say 16, 17, oh my God, R. Kelly. Yeah. No, I mean, will we really go R. Kelly? No, we bullshit. But R. Kelly come up to you at that age, you're singing, you're trying to pop off your career. Yeah, what's up, Jason? Lucci, what's up? What's up? So you're popping off, you're trying to get your career going. Here you are, you meet up with this person. You're just like on a high. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, of course I'm going. I know he had something going on. He beat the case, but
okay. So
my life is about to change, or could change, and it really did for a lot of them. Tremendously.
There was one particular girl, I'm trying to find her right now because that was her story. Hold on, let's see if I can.
We know he worked with Aaliyah, huge R&B, they call Aaliyah the R&B princess. And supposedly they had their own little thing that they had going on. So that's when things really started, is with Aaliyah and that marriage when she was 15.
And they lied. His manager lied and put that she was 18.
Yes.
He did admit that on the show as well.
He did. This was Demetrius Smith, his former tour manager and personal assistant. Yeah, he admitted to forging documents so that R. Kelly and Aaliyah can get married. It's funny because in between this, the Aaliyah biopic came on Lifetime. So I watched some of that, and where I caught it, because I didn't catch it from the beginning, but from where I caught it, it was right when her parents supposedly found out about her marrying R. Kelly.
Yeah.
And
they got that shit annulled immediately.
The father was pissed. You know what I'm saying? Pissed. In this biopic, he's going after him like, yo, she's not working with you anymore. This is done. Separated them. Done. It was like the best thing that could have happened for Missy Elliott and Timbaland. Not to say that they wouldn't have become who they are anyway, but when they linked with Aaliyah after that separation, the three of them blew up on her second album, One in a Million.
Yeah.
So like that was our theme for our high school prom, was One in a Million. Yeah. So when they separated, Aaliyah moved on. I think the most unfortunate thing with this documentary and Aaliyah is that she didn't have representation.
She did not.
I was uncomfortable with that. I felt like if you guys are going to speak on someone who is of her stature, made such a mark on music, huge. And she was young, very young.
She died when she was like 22, I think.
22 years old. So very young person. Like, she should have, if you guys weren't able to get her family to co-sign it, don't do it. Like, come on. That was already on record. Like, there's marriage certificates produced. Like, can we be good with that?
Yeah. Especially as graphic as they went. One of the girls described actually witnessing Javante Cunningham said that she witnessed the Aaliyah engaging in actual sex with
R. Kelly on a tour bus.
Yeah.
And her mother, Aaliyah's mother, came out to say, look, that is not true. I don't know who this person is, this individual. I've never seen her. We've never fucked with her. Like, sex with R. Kelly on a tour bus? No, that did not happen. Basically saying that didn't happen. But I mean, she also got married, so there's clearly things that are going on. As much as a parent, you think that you're there for your kids all the time, and there's no knock on them. These things, even as close as you are, can happen. Unfortunately, we just have to do our best as parents to talk to our children, let them know about the dangers that are out there, how to get help in an emergency when they need it, how to get away. you know, you can only do your best to prepare them for life as best as you possibly can. And even with all of that, they can still end up fucking marrying R. Kelly at 15.
Well, let me tell you what the Knowles did, okay? Beyonce Knowles and her pappy. They said, let me tell you something, sir.
Yeah.
I ain't fucking with you, okay?
Not
First
at
of all,
all.
number one, they said, I don't appreciate the fact that R. Kelly always likes to be in the studio late at night, okay?
Mhm.
Our daughters will not be at no man's studio late
Yeah.
at night. They eventually shut it down completely. Like, there's no collaboration. If you go
They
back to the 90s.
weren't happy. Not only the recording time, the reputation, also the price, the amount that they were charging, he was charging. You know, who's to say what about that? Because people are going to charge what they feel like they're worth. So I'm not going to knock that. But the reputation, and also I believe they said that he produced a song or made a song, and they didn't feel like it was good enough.
They said that the parents, they never took their eye off of the kids. Like
they watched those girls like hawks, you know, and they were young girls at that time.
Yeah,
they were little teenagers.
Yeah,
you know 15, what I'm saying? 16. So yeah, they're like, no, we not. We'll find our own way, and that's the thing.
So because when I see things like that, for me, I hear you about parenting, and you know, sometimes you can only do what you can do. But I think this is Jody's opinion, that I think that some of these parents could have done more. Yeah, they could have done more, you know, but we can't do anything about the past. And I think that what I would like for us to see, or what I would like to see, is us to change the type of conversations that we're having about this, right? Like, how can we prevent it? Let's not talk about the who said and the what and no. How can we prevent it? Yes. And those conversations are not happening.
But those are the conversations we need to start having
from
now, even if it's just now forward, to have those conversations and do as much. Like, I track my kids. Like, I literally know what
we have trackers on each other.
We have trackers on each other. Jasim will have his phone. He's like, Mom, Jody's at Hollywood Boulevard and XYZ Street. She's only 42 minutes away. Mom, let's just go drive up on her. Sir, no, I'm not driving 42 minutes away because you and Jody are stalkers. No, she'll call me, girl, what you doing in Miramar? Like, whoa.
And why is your battery at 37%?
Yes, charge your phone. Like, my son was with his aunt over the weekend, and I text her, I said, yo, can you please tell Justine to charge his phone? I did that because his phone was only at 6%. Right. I knew it was at 6% because the app told me, Life 360. Right. And
shout out to Life 360.
Shout out to Life 360. So if not for that, his phone needs to be charged. Okay. Absolutely. So if he's with someone, you know, the great thing about that alert is that it lets you know that their battery is low. It lets you know the battery percentage. Yes. And you can key in certain places. You get notifications when they leave home, come back home. You know, when they're at school, whatever you want to do, or however you want to set it up. Tracking device, a key is phone needs to be charged and the phone needs to be on.
Especially because, you know, iPhone people, they have that the pins, so it's easy for them to kind of track each other. But for Android, it's good for people to know what's a good app. We use Life 60. I've been using Life 66. My son was in middle school.
Yeah, Jody put me onto it actually when she.
The bride has it too. She uses it now.
Yeah. So it's funny. Like, when I would go on dates, I would tell. Like, people I'll go out with, like, yo, my best friend could pop up here at any fucking moment. Know that shit. Like, I don't know, lie. Every guy that I went out with, that was, I believe or every time I went out, I want to say I said that. But even if I didn't say, I know she was right there. But, like, literally, I remember scaring this one guy, like, she's really going to come. She could be here.
Period.
Because I said, I don't know who the fuck you are, nigga. I don't know what you're going to do to me. Now, I'm not saying that you have to go out there and be scared, because you got to have fun, because I know I do. Yeah. You know, you got to have fun. However, there's things that you can do to protect yourself, further protect your kids, you know, talk to your friends, your close family. People should know where each other are, like where we are. Like, these things are important in keeping each other safe. You know, so there was a lot going on with the parents. A lot of people felt like parents could have done more, etc. Then the other lines of accountability, as we're talking about accountability, talked about the parents Now the handlers, the tour manager, the personal assistant, there were people there within R. Kelly's camp who had their jobs, they had their roles. You know, they knew how to handle the women. They knew if somebody was on punishment, if they call you, you're not giving them food.
Yep.
Okay, daddy is mad. Big mad. And she is not getting any food, like a little bitch.
Yeah, that's exactly what that was.
Yeah.
That's exactly what that was.
Yeah.
So there, you know, everybody feels as though that Sparkle should receive some sort of thing, but I should say it's kind of mixed with what people
With
are feeling about
Sparkle,
Sparkle.
yeah.
I told you how I feel about Sparkle, and let me go
Yeah.
ahead. Let me see if I can find a picture of her for those of you that don't know who I'm talking about. So Sparkle is actually the aunt of the 14-year-old girl that was in the sex video
Right.
that was released, and of course he was exonerated of those charges because the parents said it wasn't me. Here's the problem I have with Sparkle. So Sparkle has been working with R. Kelly now for quite a few years. She's been in his studio. She's well aware of the girls that he has in the studio, that how young they look. Like, she is well aware of who this nigga is.
Right.
And knowing this, she still goes and takes her niece,
Yeah.
and she introduced her niece to R. Kelly because she feels as though R. Kelly will be able to do something for her career. Okay. Now
Yep.
she knows this, right?
Now,
But here's
mind
what
you,
pissed
you
me
are
off.
her aunt. you're in the music
Right.
industry. Why couldn't you facilitate the
Right.
shit?
Not even that. Here's what pissed me off about Sparkle. Okay. So when it got to the point where Sparkle realized that R. Kelly was fucking her little niece, you know, videos out and everything, she then proceeds to say, I can't believe R. Kelly would do this to my family.
Yeah.
You know
yeah.
what? You know why I was upset about that? And you know when I get a little mad, my Jamaican accent come out. You know what really pissed me off about that?
Wow.
Is that, bitch, you knew what this nigga was capable of, but you just thought that you would be exempt because it's your family.
Well.
Which means that you knew that there were little girls out there that were being taken advantage of, but you ain't say nothing and brought
Right.
your niece around because she was family, your family. You thought she was safe. How
Apparently.
selfish is that?
And
You
look what happened.
sold your little niece's soul single-handedly. And of course, the family didn't help because once the tape came out and everything was released, they were denied allegations. The rumor is that 14-year-old girl is the
still
bottom
there.
bitch. She is
And
actually
she's
the
still
main woman
there.
that they are discussing, that is in the house,
Yeah.
that is grooming all the
Yeah.
other girls that come in.
Yeah.
So you remember there was one particular person on
Hey,
here.
Dion.
Hey,
or is
Di-
that Diani?
Dion,
sorry.
Hey. Oh yeah, D. Natalie. So there was one particular girl that was on there, and this is what made me realize that he's still fucking with the 14-year-old girl. Kimi. What's the Kitty.
Oh, Kitty. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So Kitty was actually
Kitty
in a
Jones.
relationship. Kitty Jones actually in a
Yes.
relationship dating R. Kelly for a couple of years. Okay?
33-year-old.
33-year-old. So she was grown.
33-year-old radio personality.
She was grown.
Yeah.
She was grown, right? So she said that one of her friends had hit her up like, hey girl, you heard about the tape? You know, she's offended by it. But of course, you know, being nosy now, she decided to watch the tape. And she said that when she watched the tape, what scared her or what frightened her and shook her up is the fact that the young girl that she saw in the video is the same girl that she just saw 2 weeks prior.
Yeah. And she didn't even want to watch
She
the
didn't
video.
even want to watch the video.
Yeah.
So that means that this girl is still in the life. But here's I think why she's really shaken up. Here's the real, well, she didn't say this. This is what I think. I think that
Natalie's agreeing with you about Sparkle.
Yes.
Yeah. Not until it happened to her family. Yeah.
Right.
That's when she got mad.
Here's the thing now. So I think what happened was Kitty and R. Kelly and the 14-year-old girl, who's not a woman, of course, probably had a threesome. And Kitty didn't realize that that was a little girl. And that's why she was so shook.
You think so?
Hell yeah.
You think
Why
so?
would she be so shook? Just because you saw her 2 weeks ago?
I mean, because she says that I guess she was just in disbelief that, you know, he would have actually have had had sex with a teenage girl, piss in her mouth. This is what we're talking about on this sex tape. And she was in love. She thought she was in a relationship. left her job as a radio. She was on the radio. She left her job, left her home, went from Houston to Chicago. She was invested. So she didn't even want to watch the tape. But someone, I believe it was one of her friends, was, look, you should look into it, just I guess maybe just to say, hey, just be safe, look into the shit. I think she didn't watch it, but she saw pictures or whatever the case, and she says, put two and two together.
Right.
I believe this is the girl. I'm on this now.
Yeah. So, and even still with that, she still didn't leave him. She still stayed with him. But anyway,
she wanted to stay.
I talk about the accountability. Then of course you have the lady who was remember the one with the daughter where we heard the recording about the daughter and the boyfriend?
Mm-hmm.
What's her name?
Okay. No. This is Asante, I believe. Asante.
Asante?
Okay. They are claiming that her account of what happened with R. Kelly is not real, and claiming that she is partnering up with the Savages, the parents of Jocelyn Savage. She's teaming up with them to try to get at R. Kelly. And they're claiming that Asante McGee, claiming that that it's not true. They did a press conference. In the press conference, it appears that Mr. Savage is coaching her on what to say and what she can answer the questions. He took over.
I don't know. I think they were stretching. Honestly, I saw that video. I think they were stretching.
Yeah. I think so too. I mean, she's nervous.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot. It's a lot going on, having all those cameras on you,
Mm-hmm.
Being young. Shout out to Carl. You can't see him, but he's like, I see messages coming in on WhatsApp. Thank you. Appreciate it. He told me to put my chin up. I probably look fat. Do I look fat? Let me talk about keeping it real. Don't put your head down because your forehead look big as fuck. And then I just saw something that came through on WhatsApp. Keep your chin up. You're doing good. Amazing. Great look. So thank you for the support. We love all of you guys. Thank you. Let me try to remember to keep my chin up. But I'm reading something. That's why I'm looking down. Lord, keto. Damn.
Should have had the fries today. You didn't tell them that.
Shut up. I said 2 out of 3 meals, so leave me alone. That was the one meal I fucked up.
Okay, so keep focused. Ashanti.
Anyway, so Asante. So they're claiming that she's making this whole thing up. But yes, it does feel like a bit of a stretch. Again, anybody would be nervous standing up in front of reporters
I didn't believe that.
And things like that. So who knows? Whatever the case, there's so many different accounts. Well, I shouldn't say different accounts, but so many different women giving their accounts of what happened. And, the stories were pretty much consistent. People, in terms of accountability, tried to put it on the women. First of all, the children, anyone who was underage, I get it. Like, I can understand how you can be so easily manipulated. It's easier with an adolescent. And a lot of these, for some of these children, I won't say a lot, but for some of these children, their parents were working, they weren't home, or some were in foster care. And he built these relationships. Apparently, when he meets these girls, he interviews them to an extent, he wants to know their life, and he even confided in a lot of them, in ways that they could relate to him. The molestation,
humanize him.
He made them humanize him. And that's a trait of an abuser, someone who's controlling, And of course, you're not going to see that as a youth. You're not going to see that. And you're infatuated with R. Kelly.
Who wasn't at that time?
Who wasn't? Yeah. Who wasn't? So I can understand. So how do you make it their fault? He preyed on people
at their most vulnerable age.
Yeah.
That's your most vulnerable age.
He's a predator. Yes. He's a predator. Everything that he did was very, it was concerted. He made concerted effort. He may not been able to read and write. But you know, when some sentences or some things are low on some levels, certain other things are higher. I mean, it doesn't mean that he can't be a master fucking manipulator. He's clearly a fucking master songwriter and producer. The nigga got skills. He's very creative.
Yeah.
You know, he's very fucking creative.
Yeah.
And, you know, he used his wit, his charm, you know, his power in the industry, the money, the clothes, the flights, the trips, everything, the glam, the fame, the promise of a career. I mean,
they were living a good life. There was a couple of leaked videos of them kind of like around town. And one of the videos, they were like right up front in one of his concerts, just enjoying themselves.
And we say good life loosely that there were some times that they were able to kind of go out and you know, be in the public and try to have some fun outside of the torturous environment. I keep hitting this, in the torturous environment that they were in. So that people say, well, then they were out, they were able to get out. They could have left anytime they wanted to. Yeah, he wasn't holding them hostage. He wasn't. But he held them with his charm. He held them with the lies. He held them with the manipulation. Kitty Jones, you know, someone who was older, you know, in the later years, he, you know, starting to mess with more mature women outside of those who decided to stay.
He sprinkled a couple of adults in there.
But Kitty Jones, 33 years old, and she talked about the same thing, the allure, you know, having fun, being able to kick it. Like, he's very charming. Like, you would not have thought I was going to be held. You know, I have to ask for food. I have to ask for this. I'm being controlled to the highest degree.
He knew how to do it. He knew. Edged it in really slowly. It started off with just call me daddy. You know what I mean? And then it just slowly escalated. So he's a professional.
He's a professional.
He's been doing it for like 30-some years.
Yeah. I mean, but it was hard for them to walk away.
Moni said, they're like they said, don't know who fifth fright.
Yes, true.
Yeah.
Don't be no. I mean, that's
don't
true.
Know who fifth fright. So for those of you that are Americans and don't understand, the translation for that is that
he knew who the fuck to try. Exactly. He knew who to try.
Exactly.
And that's what we're talking about. You know, he knew how to humanize himself. He knew how to make these women stay. And going back to why they couldn't leave Kitty, she said that, you know what? I should have left. She was able to talk to her best friend. The times when she was on punishment and he didn't feed her, she found ways to get food. Don't get me wrong, she didn't always have food, but when she really needed it, she asked her best friend to send her pizza, gave her the address and delivered pizza to the house. And that's how she was able to eat. It's just that the handlers couldn't give her pizza. I mean, or couldn't give her food or couldn't feed her or take care of her because R. Kelly said not to because she's on punishment. But she was able to get food. So yeah, they had certain levels of access, but then at the same time, she was like, what am I going back to? I left my job.
Yeah.
I left my house.
Yeah, and the embarrassment.
The embarrassment? I've been beaten.
Yes.
Locked away.
Yeah. Yep.
That beats you down.
Yeah, it does. It really
that shit is heavy.
Yeah. It takes a lot.
It takes a lot.
It takes a lot.
That shit is really fucking heavy.
Yep.
I can't even imagine because I know in my mind I stay fucking niggas up.
Yeah.
In my mind. So I would hope if some shit went down, like I'm always the one to like look around and be alert. I remember one time I was walking into Donna's and this gentleman was walking behind me. I don't know, at least a good 300 to 500 feet behind me, and I turned around, made sure I got a good look. He was like, yo, I'm not gonna steal your purse. I said, nigga, I don't fucking know. I don't know you. I know you. Period. I need to know who's around me. Yeah. Pay attention. Pay attention to your surroundings when you're at home, when you're coming in and out. I'm just pay attention to what the fuck is going on. But anyway,
I always get upset with Nancy real quick because one of the things I know I have to say this because it's not just with her, but a lot of people do this. When you know that you are leaving in an establishment and you're going to your car, as an example, have your fucking keys ready.
Have your keys ready.
You don't have to be chivalrous and walk me to my door. No, bitch, let's both go to the door. Let's get in this car and let's go.
Yeah.
Little things like that.
Yeah.
Stop playing around and laughing and playing on your phone because
Right.
there's somebody out there watching you.
Yeah, pay attention.
Yeah.
Pay attention to what's going on.
Yeah.
That's very important. But yeah, she was like, leave. Look, that shit was hard.
Yeah.
And she did finally get the courage. And a lot did finally find the strength to leave and go, but it's really hard to blame it on the women, especially the young girls. There's just so many layers to the emotion and the attraction and even look at the fucking public. I mean, accountability.
Yeah.
The public.
Yep. There's a lot of names.
We may have been young at the time, but there was a lot of y'all motherfuckers who were of age and grown as fuck and knew better and did nothing.
Did not a damn thing.
Not a motherfucking
Not a damn thing. Nope.
There is no way. Okay, and Master P touched on this. There is no motherfucking way my kid could be in nobody's house. Okay, and I don't come knocking motherfucking doors down. You understand me?
I didn't understand. You throwing rocks at the window like you're Romeo and
Juliet.
Juliet.
Like you throw outside throwing pebbles?
No. That wouldn't work.
You're fucking, you're mad.
Your blood clot mad.
There's no way.
That wouldn't work.
No way. No. So like I just, that part I don't understand. But I mean the people, there was a lot of y'all who ain't do nothing. Continue to play his music, continue to support him. Of course, there were people who pulled away.
Yeah.
I remember the time him and Jay-Z had an album, The Best of Both Worlds, and they were going on tour and everything. Like I wanted to see that tour, but he pulled away when he was going through the issues with the trial.
That was around that time.
Yeah, and for me, I was like, okay, like that's big of him, to do that and try to separate himself. And even from then, I kind of was like, on R. Kelly. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, if his song was playing, I'm a jam it out. I was listening to it, but I didn't necessarily search him out. I'm not saying I consciously didn't search him out because of the whole thing, but I know that there was a time when I was like, yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of forgot. Like I knew that he was on little girls.
You know what? There are some people who talk about it a lot. Like Charlamagne talks about it a fucking lot.
Yeah.
The guy. Like, and you know how much I watch The Breakfast Club and listen to The Breakfast Club. When I can't watch, I listen.
He said that he talks about the level of arrogance that R. Kelly has to have to call himself the Pied Piper.
Right.
Because the Pied Piper was a man that used to lure children away with his music to never be seen again.
And the nigga wrote "Age ain't nothing but a number."
That's a slap in the face.
Come on.
Yeah. Like,
what?
I'm going to give them this grown ass dick and there's nothing you can do about it.
Right. What's up, Go Robert? Tennille, what's up, y'all? Yeah, so it's just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So, people continue to support him. People continue to play his music. Even when he went to trial and things were as in the height of what it was, there were people out there supporting him. That's where he met, actually, at the court proceedings, where he met one of the victims. Wasn't that Geronda?
Yes, she was at the court. She was supporting him. And he had about a year afterwards, I think she said,
he
had
sought her out.
Get in touch with her. And at 16 years old, they had sexual intercourse.
Wow. Crazy.
Yeah.
Carl was saying tie pepper sprayed R. Kelly or something like that. Like I didn't know about that. Like
I didn't know about that either.
There is there's a lot of shit that was going on, but even in the height of all of that, he was still pulling chicks. Even the public, we were fucking mesmerized by his music. That nigga say, "Step in the name of the love, bitch. You stepped in the name of love." Okay.
If your feet hurt at the end of the night and you took off your heels and that song came on, bitch, you was dancing with no shoes on.
Yeah. Okay. You did your thing. Yeah. So he mesmerized. The public, like it's a lot. So there's so many layers, of accountability, but there's also so much to, this whole thing, this whole story. So many things are developing. Like what one of his tour managers, former tour manager, or is he still the same tour manager? Mr. What is his name? James Mason.
Oh, okay.
James Mason. He was accused of threatening Joycelyn Savage's father.
Yes.
I think he threatened to kill him or something like that. And Mr. Savage has been on his neck, Mr. Mason, because there's been so many interviews of him and trying to speak to Mr. Mason and negotiating the ability to see his daughter. You know, and he's like, on one of the interviews, Mr. Mason is saying, well, look, if you want to see your daughter, she'll come, she'll talk to you, but you can't talk to her about R. Kelly. Okay?
Like
these are the terms in which you can see your child.
Mm-hmm. Right. Well, no, she's an adult now.
She's an adult, but still, that's your baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's some pimp shit right there.
Pimp is shit. Pimp shit.
Yeah.
Okay. You know, so much shit going on. So like there's so many layers. So arrest warrant issued for him last summer. That is something that's been circulating. Also it was actually issued last summer. So this is what people are just now finding out.
Okay.
Also, you know, he did a lot of interviews back in the day, like around the trial, and this fucking R. Kelly. First of all, when it comes to this whole girl thing, just talk about the level of sick he is. They asked him on an interview, Tori, or I may be saying his name wrong, Tor Neblett, asked him. He thought a very obvious question where he would say, no, you know, do you like underage girls? And R. Kelly was like, by underage, what do you mean? Or teenagers, a teenage, what do you mean? What age? You know?
Yeah.
What? Yeah. Are you talking about 19? Because I got 19-year-old friend, nigga. You were supposed to say teenage? No. Shut that. You did it.
Right.
He's nasty.
Yeah,
so anyway, this Tor Neblett, he had that interview. R. Kelly messed up in that interview with how he answered that question. Big thing. Made himself look so fucking crazy. Yeah, but now this dude, Tor A,
drop the T.
Well, it was reported by Essence that he was just accused of sexual harassment.
Now, let me ask you a question. Do you think that this is legit?
I mean, I don't know. It's not this young lady. She says that he was very sexually just explicit. He kept asking her to do anal, asked how she looked naked, what it would be like for him to fuck her. Right, that's what she was saying in comments on a post. So he apologized. He said nothing like that happened. I guess apparently they had some sort of show, and he was like, yeah, it was a really raunchy show that we used to do, but that's what it was, and I apologize if I offended you. And that's where he's leaving it. But there's so many things that are unfolding. He was a part of the of the docuseries Surviving R. Kelly. He was a part of it. So it's fucking nuts that he was there going in on R. Kelly just now. Well, a week after,
I think it's very convenient.
The docuseries, someone is accusing him of sexual harassment.
Very convenient. That's too convenient, Wendy.
Yeah, well, it's a lot. Some other shit that's going on. R. Kelly was born on January 8th. His birthday was a couple of days ago. He was performing in a club in Chicago.
Girl, I know there is somebody's birthday 2 days
and
ago.
apparently it was his 2 days ago. And he was in a club in Chicago doing his thing, performing. And of course, there were women there cheering him on, people there cheering him on. He got fans, y'all.
He does.
He got fans.
He does.
You know, regardless, loyal fans. Yeah. Sometimes you got to do what you can do to get accountability, to hold somebody accountable. If the court system can't do it because there are, you know, things that the prosecution would have to prove, like, I don't know the ins and outs of it, but in those instances, it's just like he had a really great defense team, you know? So if we couldn't get him in the court system, well, let's get him publicly and not support him. Hit his pocket.
Let me tell you what I think he really did, what they really did well. And I had this conversation too. I think that R. Kelly chose a very perfect demographic of women to target. I think that, or just people
That's
in general,
important to talk about.
people to target.
Right.
I think that he knew
What's
that
up, Desiree?
with amongst more of this type of people than any other type of people, he would be able to sway them with money. Now, money is already powerful. You know, it doesn't matter what your skin color is. Most people do go stupid for money.
Right.
But I think when you look at the type of people that he chose, the families that he targeted, you know, these are people that really went dumb and sold their souls for the almighty dollar.
Right.
Because the only reason that he actually was exonerated from the trial with the 14-year-old girl is because the girl denied that it was her.
Right. And the parents
denied that it was her. And it was even an uncle that actually went on trial, and he himself said that that's not my niece.
Right.
So how is it that you're going to expect them to be able to, but also too,
but which is why I'm, you know, I feel like it's important for the public to follow that up.
How?
With not supporting the nigga. You know, as many people as possible to make some sort of a dent, you know, like make him feel it.
Yeah.
That same recording studio that those parents were throwing rocks at is now up for foreclosure because they're saying that he's behind on the payments. Maybe he can pay it, maybe he can't, who knows what it is, but hit this nigga in his pockets. Like, stop supporting this nigga, mute this nigga. Like, at least, you know, slow down his ability to earn revenue, because the nigga ain't paying child support anyway. We ain't taking money from the kids.
Right. But
according to what his wife was saying.
We're too fucking nosy.
Who I will say, I think knows, his ex-wife, I should say, who I do think knows a little bit more than what she's saying.
Of course she does. She's a wife for 13 years.
Yeah. As Desiree is saying, it's R. Kelly everywhere. Yeah. Yeah. So, I was going
to say something and I've totally forgot.
I believe she is high.
Oh, yes.
I believe she can touch the sky.
Yes, I can.
Roll the trees and fly away.
That's what I did.
This bitch is crazy. Anyway, so she got, bitch, damn.
You got to?
Wow.
Okay.
So
we were on
great.
roll.
Thank you, guys.
It's not 42 anyway.
Yeah, we should be wrapping up. But just, you know, so many things that went on. So going back to the club, in the club in Chicago, somebody was on team #petty, and someone in the club called the police on R. Kelly.
That's right.
And the police came out. And they did realize the reason why they called the police, they said that he had a warrant out for his arrest. This is what the person calling 911 said. Police came, there wasn't a warrant out, so they let him continue to perform. Talk about fucking petty. But yes, thank you for doing that. Like, draws some attention to this nigga. People need to be watching his ass, you know. What else? You had Dame Dash and Nick Cannon the other day who were into it. That was real juicy. We just kind of trying to just wrapping this shit up, talking about tea right now around this whole thing. Dame Dash and Nick Cannon, y'all. So I want to play this.
Show them the receipts. Show them the receipts.
This shit is crazy.
Oh my God, I just realized who that is.
It's Foxy Brown. I'm just asking a question. I'm on the block. I'm responsible for everybody.
You the boss.
Yo, don't beat around the bush. Say what you want.
I'm just asking.
What do you mean by that question?
I was just asking.
What are you insinuating?
I'm not insinuating. I just asked the question. I thought Foxy was like 16. That's all I'm saying.
It sounds like
all I'm saying is in this industry when we live in these glass houses.
It seems like you got a question for Jay.
Whoa.
At what age was...
Y'all keep asking me questions y'all want to ask him because he ain't here. Ask him. I ain't got shit to do with that, and I don't even know nothing about that. Playing. You my man. I know not with me. When you say that Foxy was 16 when she got signed, why did you say that just now?
When I first was introduced to who Foxy was, I thought there was something between Foxy and Jay.
Oh, yeah, Jay.
Yo, niggas is wild out here. Like, it's... Look, what is going on? But you know what? Now, again, if people need to be aired out, they need to be aired the fuck out. You know?
Yep.
So let's just say that. But why is he doing this on an interview? I don't understand.
It's hot right now. People want ratings, and if you hashtag surviving R. Kelly or anything surrounding R. Kelly, you are going to go viral. As a matter of fact, there's been a couple of podcasters and YouTubers that have announced that because of the R. Kelly and what they've covered, they've gone viral.
Yeah.
Money talks, bullshit walks. At the end
On Wine
of
with
the
Tasha
day,
is big. She's a big one. Like
she was getting shit from like a year ago.
A lot of interviews.
How did she even know?
On YouTube. Yeah, because that's around the time that the arrest warrant was issued.
Yeah, she paid
for
attention.
that tour man. She paid attention to what was going on. And I'm on Wine with Tasha, like she is on it. She's a YouTuber, like got the tea.
Yeah.
And that what we were just listening to was posted on the Shade Room, like on it. So yeah, like a lot of tea around this, a lot of juice, a lot of shit. Like if there's somebody who needs to be aired out, air them the fuck out. Air people out. You know, talk to your people, talk to your kids, your boys, your girls, protect yourself, be aware, find smart ways to protect yourself and your children. Track these motherfuckers. Okay?
Yes.
Track their ass. All right. Teach them how to keep their electronics charged, safe, who to call in an emergency, pre-programmed numbers in their phone. Even my son knows before he answers his phone, like, Mom, this XYZ number is calling me. Should I answer?
Right.
No. If it is not pre-programmed in your phone, do not answer. You know?
Yeah.
Protect yourself, y'all.
So
we learned a lot from this R. Kelly shit.
I think for me, what I want to, in closing, kind of throw into that, the most important of all of this, guys, is to really talk to your kids, develop relationships with your kids, make it easy for them and make it comfortable for them to want to discuss things with you. I think a lot of times we allow ourselves to get so busy, and what we don't realize is that if this were to happen to our child, this would be devastating.
Yeah.
Devastating. Well, it doesn't matter how successful you are, how much money you're making, what kind of cars you have, what you got in the bank. If something like this were to happen to your child, you would be devastated.
Yeah.
So take the time. Be aware. Be alert. Ask questions. Stop letting these little girls go over to their friend's house. You don't know who's over there. Most of the time when these molestation and things are happening, it's right next door. It's the uncle, it's the cousin, the friend, the boyfriend of this person. Just be aware.
Make sure your mental health is in check. Talk to people.
Yeah.
Talk to people. That's important. Like my son is in counseling.
Yeah.
You know, like you have to make sure people's mental stability is there. Like pay attention. You know, there's so many outlets now.
Moni said, fuck that. I'm building a bunker and keep my kids down there. I can't with the world.
I know, it's crazy. And it's sad that we have to think like this. You know what I'm saying? Like it is fucking crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, wow. Like, it was so much learned. So much that you need to talk to each other about, our kids about, you know, like let's do what we can to keep each other safe from these fucking sickos out there. So like when you think about the ultimate remix, like this nigga need to go to jail.
Seriously.
Like anything that can be done to see that R. Kelly goes to prison
needs to happen. Needs to happen.
Either like, I don't see nothing wrong with a little prison time.
I don't see nothing wrong.
This nigga said, my lawyer's telling me no.
With a little prison time.
But the judge,
I don't see nothing wrong.
The judge is telling me yes. I don't sing, y'all.
Anyway, y'all, it's been real. Listen, this is episode
Thank you.
2. This has been great.
This has been great.
This is a good conversation.
Thank you guys. Like, thank you for participating. Thank you for joining. We appreciate it. We love you. We love the live interaction.
Yes.
Of course, if you know, we're on Facebook Live every Thursday, 8:30 p.m. Catch us here, the TV Takeover.
Yes.
But if you can't catch us live, we're on YouTube. We're on SoundCloud, iTunes. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so all the links are going to be available on the page.
Exactly.
But we want to
keep you updated.
So much.
Thank you guys so much.
Podcast These Nuts.
Podcast These Nuts.
See y'all next